Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that'll be most beneficial to the Pisces collective. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? Okay, your first card is Mentor, and you also have Distractions. With Mentor, I'm getting more so guidance. You are receiving guidance about your next steps. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? You are their fantasy. So we have some old energy coming in life. Whatever kind of inner work you've been doing, it is reflecting on the outside. And what this is creating is some kind of magnetic energy. Because what I'm feeling with this card is almost as the more internal work you've done on yourself, the more you've cleared out, the more shadow work, your energy feels lighter and lighter and lighter. Almost like levitating. I don't know why this is coming in. With you are their fantasy, there's something about you becoming very magnetic, or people projecting their fantasies or projecting their dreams onto you. So I don't know why that message is coming in. We will go ahead and clarify with the tarot. But what I'm getting mainly is follow the guidance that you are receiving towards your next step. It's almost like Spirit is leaving clues or breadcrumbs about what's to come. And this is why distractions is here. Some of you cannot follow the guidance. You may be doubting the guidance or analyzing the guidance because there's a lot of external noise that you may need to quiet down. Whether this is people around you, other people's opinions, whether it's social media, whether it's your own doubts, your own negative voices, whatever this is, distractions is acting as a way to want to create some kind of resistance or challenges on your path that doesn't need to be there. Tell me more. What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? Soulmates. Okay, so you are their fantasy and soulmates. What I'm getting with this card is this is past energy, this is future energy. You have people coming into your life that are aligning with this new version of you. And what I was getting, Pisces, is almost like going through some kind of a dark night of the soul or doing some of the shadow work has allowed for more integration within your vessel. So you are clearing a lot of clutter, you are clearing a lot of the negativity, anything that feels heavy, anything that weighs you down, anything that drains your energy. That is what's being cleared by you doing the inner work. And again, with you are their fantasy, that is making you more and more magnetic to people that used to know you and also to new people. So soulmate is coming in as a future energy. You are attracting people that understand your soul, that understand where you're coming from. And what I'm getting here is you're not going to have to water yourself down. You're not going to have to change yourself to align with someone. These soulmates coming in are aligned with your soul. They are aligned with where you're headed. So this is past energy. This is future energy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces? Your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Strategy. Lies. I'm getting a different message coming in from strategy. Usually this comes up as your own intellect, your own intelligence, your own ability to figure things out or to make sense of things. Strategy comes from the intellect, it comes from the mind. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, with Mentor is that the guidance that you are receiving is coming through your intuition. It is coming through your crown chakra. This may not be a physical person being your mentor. This mentorship may be coming from the divine. Okay, that's only going to resonate for a few of you. But what I'm getting from mentorship and strategy is that you are being guided to take the next step. And you're only going to know how to go about that through your intuition, through your crown chakra. It's not something that you're going to think about. It's not something that you're going to figure out or use some kind of strategy or intellect, because it's not coming from your mind. The next steps are being revealed through your intuition. 555 on the clock. Yeah, whatever changes or transformations you're going through are leading you to more freedom. Whether this is more freedom with your time, with your energy, with your finances, whether this is freedom in your life, with what you choose to do, how you choose to spend your days, whoever it is that I'm channeling for, you are in for a level up. You are leveling up in multiple areas of your life. It's almost like a domino effect. Maybe you change one thing here, and that caused you to change another thing. And before you know it, It's a whole domino effect where you are receiving a big life upgrade. So this reading may not resonate for all of you, but I'm getting here, do your best to keep distractions at bay or to eliminate distractions, whether it's other people, whether it's bad habits, whether it's being on social media, whatever is causing you to doubt yourself or whatever is causing you to feel confused, whatever is taking your time or your energy from what's important, that needs to go. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify distractions. What do you want Pisces to know about distractions? Have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Pisces, this is insane. We have two very different realities, drastically different. This is about you winning, coming into your abundance, coming into your success, your independence. And this is about overthinking, restlessness, anxiety, analysis paralysis. And they're both nine. Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. This is month number 9. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, is that this is your choice. This is a free will decision on what you decide to give your attention and energy to. Are you giving your attention and energy to all the doubts, to all the fears, to all the negative voices? As you can see here in the Nine of Swords, all of these birds represent the mental noise. And there's only one white bird compared to all these dark birds. And this represents negative thoughts, self-doubt, I'm getting restless energy here. Yeah, so it's in the reverse. Yeah, which reality are you going to choose? Because your distractions may be pulling you into this reality where it's fear-based with the Nine of Swords. This is where anxiety comes from. This is where fear comes from. Whereas the Nine of Pentacles is all about growth and expansion, and abundance and prosperity and getting to the next level. This is about your harvest. Yeah, so 9-9. I'm getting here, it's a choice. Some of you Pisces, because you are being upgraded, because you are leveling up, you may feel more sensitive to the energies around you, to where you may be changing timelines throughout the day. Let's say that you tune into something positive, and then that leads to another positive thought, that leads to another positive action, and before you know it, you have an upward spiral. But the same thing goes for the negative energy. If you have one negative thought that leads to another negative thought, before you know it, it's a spiral that's going down. It's a downward spiral. So one of these cards is a downward spiral and another one is an upward spiral. And I'm getting here, you have the power to choose. And if your energy, if your attention is on too many things at once, or if it's distracted, then it's a lot harder to choose for yourself what energy you want to tune into. So 9 of Swords in the reverse to the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Pisces, I'm getting here that the rewards are already around you. The blessings are already around you. But there's some kind of lies here that your mind may be telling you, maybe trying to make things harder than they have to be, or trying to overcomplicate things. Okay, 9 of Swords. Swords represents the mind. So distractions, lies, strategy, overthinking, that all comes from the mind. Whereas the 9 of Pentacles, this is Pentacles. It's something that is real, grounded, and physical. And what I'm getting here, Pisces, is do not allow your mind to play you. Do not allow your mind to tell you lies or to create doubt within yourself. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify distractions for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about distractions? Wow, this is beautiful. 6 of Wands. Whatever it is that you're going through, Pisces, it almost feels like a 50-50. Sometimes you may be tuning into the mind where there's all this over-analyzing, trying to figure things out, trying to think your way into solutions, trying to use your intellect or your strategy or your mind for too many things to the point where it creates overwhelm or some kind of analysis paralysis. So there's a 50-50 reality here. And the other one is all about growth and opportunities and expanding in abundance. You are going to win in the end. 6 of Wands. You are going to be victorious because right now I see two timelines playing out. The 9 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. And the advice that you are receiving through mentor is coming through your intuition. It is coming through your crown chakra, through your channel, not through your mind. 6 of Wands, success, leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory, optimism, and inspiring others. It says here, not seeing eye to eye, some kind of self-doubt, a desire for acknowledgement, and comparisonitis. Okay, that is the shadow side of the 6 of Wands, but you have it in the upright. This is a very good sign that you are going to be successful, but there's something here about cutting out the distractions or keeping the distractions at bay, so that you can hold on to your free will and you can choose what you give your time, your energy, and your attention to. because I'm seeing a 50-50 here. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you're going back and forth between two energies, one of worry and overthinking, and another one of abundance and expansion. Relish the sweetness of this victory. Something that you've been working towards is finally coming into a successful fruition, and it's time to celebrate your wins, beautiful seer. Gift yourself permission to bask in the warm glow of accomplishment, and allow a supportive community around you to witness and appreciate the progress you've made. Taking time to see your own radiance is as important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will seed more of it. Others will turn to you for wisdom now. For some of you, this mentor card is you stepping into a position of leadership and maybe taking on a leadership role or becoming a mentor or a guide to other people. That's only going to resonate for a few of you because the main message that I got from this card is all about your guidance, about your next step, what you're meant to do next, or where it is that you're headed. Others will turn to you for wisdom now, so step up and share your brilliance. In shadow, this card points to shying away from public attention, maybe a fear of being seen, and hiding your light from the world. It may also indicate someone who craves external validation instead of turning to their own inner compass to define success. Remember that no one else in the world has your magic, and the most important person to impress wholeheartedly is yourself. Your affirmation is, I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. Pisces, for some of you, you are being prepared for your next cycle, for this next phase of your life. And I'm getting a message that the reason you're being prepared is because it's going to require a new version of you. Maybe you've never operated at this level. Maybe you've never held this amount of responsibility or power. So I don't know for who this message is for, but the Six of Wands, you are going to be seen, you are going to be celebrated, but it does require you stepping up. Whether this is taking a position of leadership, whether this is you teaching whatever it is that you've learned, the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. And the good thing about the Six of Wands is that you are leaving behind the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is there because it's trying to protect you. But sometimes your ego tries to protect you by keeping you the same and blocks out opportunities that are good for your expansion, that are good for your evolution. A lot of negative thoughts, a lot of negative voices, a lot of mental anguish, maybe even restlessness, not being able to sleep at night. Yeah. Keep the distractions at bay or remove the distractions entirely, because what you are manifesting, what you are receiving is a big harvest. Six of Wands. You are going to succeed, but you choose to make it harder by listening to the Nine of Swords or make it easier by tuning into the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, keep distractions at bay because your mind may be telling lies. It may be making something harder than it has to be. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. What do you want Pisces to know about the Nine of Swords in the reverse? What is this Nine of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The fear of missing out on an opportunity or the fear of messing an opportunity up. The Hangman, needing to see things from a different perspective, needing to gain some kind of illumination. I'm getting here a perspective shift. Through new information that you're about to receive, you're going to become enlightened and you're going to be able to change your perception about something, and that's going to change everything. So, Hangman in the upright, King of Cups in the reverse. Your emotions may not be serving you at this time, because if your mind is thinking of all the things that can go wrong, is trying to think about risk management or what not to do, if your mind is thinking of all the fears and the doubts, it's also going to affect your emotions. Because your thoughts affect your emotions, and then your emotions affect your actions. So with the King of Cups in the reverse, because the mind is thinking worst case scenario, or because the mind is thinking of all the fears and worries and doubts, it's also affecting your emotional stability. Eight of Wands in the reverse is causing you to not take action. Because the Eight of Wands in the upright is taking action, it's moving fast, it's communication, it's making decisions, but in the reverse, there's some kind of a blockage here when it comes to energy. So something here is already ready for you, but Spirit is now waiting on you to be ready for it. So you're not waiting on the universe, you're not waiting on God, you're not waiting for something to happen. Now Spirit is waiting for you to feel ready. And with the Nine of Pentacles, there's a side of you that's ready to go, ready to move forward. But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, there's some kind of fear or doubt that is still holding you back. Because this Eight of Wands in the upright, it would have been a different conversation. But in the reverse, there's some kind of blockage here when it comes to the energy. Again, the thoughts influence the emotions, and then the emotion influences the action. Two of Cups. You're going to find harmony. You're going to be able to align things to work in your favor. And I'm seeing it here. Six of Wands and the Two of Cups is going to happen for you. But how long it takes or how hard the process is up to you. If you are able to keep distractions at bay and focus your energy on the things that you want to happen, it's going to be very easy for you. It's going to be very simple. But if you constantly get distracted or get pulled into the energy of fear, it's going to be a lot harder because you're having to navigate your own mind. Okay, with lies here, I'm getting that this is not coming from other people. This may be your mind lying to you, telling you that there's something here to be afraid of or that something's not going to work out. Yeah, Two of Cups. You're going to be able to bring harmony and see eye to eye. But there's something here with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, a fear of messing something up or a fear of not getting it right. Tell me more. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Why is this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces? It can also talk about your foundation, feeling very strong and secure in your foundation in order to move forward or build something upon your foundation. So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, clarified by the Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is old energy. This is past fears, things that didn't work out in the past, thinking back to old mistakes, thinking back to false starts or missed opportunities. So this is not present energy is what I'm getting here. These are a culmination of fears or a culmination of mistakes. And it's almost like your mind is focusing on the negative because it's trying to prevent it from happening in the future. But by focusing on the negative, you continue to manifest that energy. So this is why Spirit wants you to make the shift. Both of these realities are available to you right now. But if you don't focus your mind on the things that you're trying to manifest and you get distracted, it's going to pull you back into the past. This talks about memories and history. So thinking back to all the things that didn't work out, thinking back to all the disappointments, that's what I'm getting here. You have a fear of missing out or you have a fear of messing something up because of past disappointments. Yeah, King of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse. It's all clarifying the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So this is the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions. Give me one more message, Holy Spirit, for the Nine of Swords in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about this Nine of Swords in the reverse? Just one card, please. What do you want Pisces to know about the Nine of Swords in the reverse? Take control of the situation. Pisces, I'm getting full body chills right now. Yeah, because you already won. It's almost like Spirit is looking at something that you're struggling with from a bird's eye view. It's like Spirit can see past, present, future. And Spirit already saw that you made this happen, that this worked out for you, that you won, that you were successful. But through distractions or through self-doubt or through thinking about the worst case scenario, sometimes you may try to prepare. Okay, you may try to strategize by knowing all the risks or what to do if this happens. It's almost like you plan for the best and you also plan for the worst. Strategy allows you to do that. The Spirit is saying the distractions or the self-doubt is pulling your mind into a more negative space. Again, if this doesn't work out, then what am I going to do? What about this? What about that? It's almost like you're trying to plan 10 steps ahead, or you're trying to predict outcomes. And because your mind is going to a more negative place, the negative thoughts are spiraling, or the self-doubt or the worries, and then it's affecting your ability to take action. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So Spirit's message for the Nine of Swords in the reverse is take control of the situation. Sometimes the Nine of Swords is literally just illusions. The mind thinking worst case scenario, formulating scenarios that haven't even happened, that won't happen, but it's almost like trying to prepare for the worst. Okay, so Spirit is saying take control of the situation. Do not allow your thoughts to lead you. Allow your thoughts to guide you and to help you make decisions, but don't allow them to deceive you. Not every single thought that you have is true. And with lies here, this is not coming from other people. This may be coming from your own mind. Yeah, take control of the situation. The Nine of Swords may be spiraling, worrying, doubting, fearing, feeling restless. Nine of Swords in the reverse, paranoia, deeply anchored fears, inability to think clearly, inner turmoil, negative self-talk, affecting self-esteem. That's exactly what I got here. So the Nine of Swords represents your thoughts. Because you're having these thoughts, then it affects your emotions. The King of Cups is water. Water represents emotions. So from the thoughts, the swords, to the water, the cups, your emotions, to then your actions, Eight of Wands in the reverse. So you see how we have all of these reversals here? They all work together. If you can have a growth mindset, a positive mindset, then that's going to lead to having uplifting positive emotions. And then that's going to lead to taking positive action. But if the thoughts are not in the right place, the emotions are not going to be in the right place, therefore affecting your action. So, wow, this is all connected. I love when the tarot does this because it's literally saying the same thing. Nine of Swords in the reverse, affecting your self-esteem. If you don't have a strong self-belief, it's going to affect the way that you go about things or what decisions you make or the energy behind your decisions. Are you doing something because of fear or are you doing something because of joy? So the Nine of Swords in the reverse, an opportunity to actively begin the healing journey. It says here nightmares, worries, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. What's keeping you up at night, sweet seer? This card suggests a time in your life when negative thoughts are gaining momentum, and when you may find yourself expending too much energy worrying about the future. Perception is everything, so don't allow negative self talk to trip you up. If a pessimistic mindset spirals wildly out of control, and then the message from spirit is take control of the situation. Pisces, the message for some of you here is to literally take control of your mind, to master your mind so that you can master your emotions and therefore master your actions. Because it starts with the mind, then it goes to the emotions, then it goes to the action. So you are being advised to take control of your mind and to do things that keep you in a positive mindset. Whether it's what you watch, whether it's what you eat, where you go to, the environments, the people that you're around. Yeah, this is crazy how it's all connecting. If a pessimistic mindset spirals wildly out of control, it can lead to anxiety, stress, or depression, even when your thoughts carry no truth. And the next card that we have here is lies. Some of your thoughts or some of your worries are lies. Your mind may be trying to project worst case scenarios so that you are prepared, but this is actually not helping you. This is why strategy can only go so far. Intellect, intelligence can only go so far. Sometimes you have to have faith. You have to be able to connect to your higher guidance. If you keep thinking the same way, you'll have the same results. So strategy doesn't always work, is what I'm getting here. So take control of the situation. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Are you imagining the worst instead of activating the best? Flip your perspective and send nurturing, loving thoughts to your situation to overcome any disturbing thoughts. And notice that even the tiniest windows can keep fear at bay. Use your light to expose the illusions and allow worries to dissipate and soften as your bad dreams are illuminated for what they really are. See, some of these are just dreams. Some of these are just lies. It's not the truth of the situation. Yeah, Nine of Swords. I see my fears as the illusions they really are. Take control of the situation. This is crazy. We keep getting a lot of confirmations within the same message. Pisces, you are ready for something, and Spirit is saying that you're ready, but you may not feel that you're ready. So you're trying to strategize, you're trying to overthink, you're trying to plan in advance, you're trying to predict outcomes, and the mind is overworking itself. So a grounding practice may serve you well at this time with the Nine of Pentacles. Do physical things with your hands, walk barefoot, exercise, move your body. Get grounded, Pisces, so that your mind is not spiraling, so that your mind is not overthinking. And this message is not going to resonate for all of you. I'm getting a very specific message here because you have the Nine of Pentacles and then the Nine of Swords side by side. Is a 50-50 chance that you're going to allow your thoughts to create more spirals or to kind of get a little bit out of control or out of hand. Whereas the Nine of Pentacles is telling you, hey, Pisces, look over here. Look at the bright side. Look at all the good things. Get grounded, get into your body so that your mind is not spiraling so much. Yeah, take control of the situation. You are the one in power. And with lies here, it's almost like trying to prepare for worst case scenario, but your mind may be believing some of these lies. Strategy can only take you so far. It's time to really anchor into your faith, is what I'm getting here. Because with mentor, I'm getting here that you are being mentored or you are being guided by divine forces, by the higher ups, whether it's your higher self, God, the universe, your angels, whatever it is that you believe in. This mentorship is coming from above. I'm not necessarily seeing another person. This is all about you. The only past energy that we have here is you are their fantasy. The more inner work you've been doing, the more attractive and magnetic you're becoming. But with soulmates, you are now attracting people that are on your same resonance, that align with your soul and not just the projections that others may project onto you, that may not even be your truth. This is future energy, this is past energy, but this is the current moment. Keep distractions at bay and take control of the situation. Eight of Wands in the reverse, instability, delays, unfocused energy, a lack of direction, burnout, and a tendency to hesitate. Action, you know those moments in life that feel like a sprint? This type of speedy energy is at play. It's inspirational, it's fiery, it's positive, and it's now. If you have a gut feeling that needs to be acted upon, listen to it. With all this movement, avoid being swept along by an unpredictable tide by having clarity of your desires and direction. Harness this beautiful window of swift opportunity. In shadow, the Eight of Wands suggests that there is some sticky energy influencing your situation. You want to move, but if your foot's not stuck in the mud, if you're fluctuating between having a tendency to hesitate and running so fast that you're burning out, it's time to bring some balance, momentum into your propulsion. Consistent movement that feels right in your heart is the best place to start. It's go time. I fall into the flow of this quickening energy, and I swiftly face my desires head on. In the upright, this card talks about positive news. It talks about travel, speed, making split-second decisions, and a positive resolution. Okay, good news. So your thoughts are creating negative scenarios that then are blocking your action. So if you believe that you can do something, you're going to approach it in a very different energy, and your decisions, your actions are going to be very different than if you don't believe that you can do something. So that Eight of Wands is a result of your thoughts and your emotions. Because the Nine of Swords represents your thoughts, the King of Cups in the reverse represents your emotions, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse represents your actions. So by taking control of the situation, you are bringing the Eight of Wands back into the upright. And this is when things start to pick up. This is when things start to move. So Pisces, you are right there. You already arrived. You're right there is what I'm getting here. Something's about to happen for you. And spirit is waiting on you, is what I'm getting here. You're not waiting on spirit. You're not waiting for something to happen. Now, spirit is waiting for you to feel ready. Because if your mind keeps getting all these negative thoughts or worst case scenario, if you receive the opportunity, if you receive the blessing, then there's a chance that your mind may want to self sabotage. Okay, so this is why there is a need to take control of the situation, to master your thoughts and master your mind. Some of you Pisces may be guided into meditation. Some of you may be guided into journaling, but there's something here about mastering the mind because that's going to trickle into your emotions and also your actions. So it's not like you have to fix your actions and you have to fix your emotions and you have to fix your thoughts. No, by fixing your thoughts, you're fixing everything else. So yes, take control of your mind is what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, give me one card for the Nine of Pentacles. What do you want Pisces to know about this Nine of Pentacles? Give me one card, please. Okay, that was two cards. I don't know if I should take them because I don't want to make these readings too long. Oh, it's actually three cards. I'm being guided to take them. The spirit world has your back. Wow, that's beautiful. See, there is no reason to worry. This is why your mind may be telling you lies. Don't believe every thought that you have is what I'm getting here. Your mind is not your intuition. Your thoughts is not your higher guidance. Your mind is a tool for you to use to guide yourself. It is not your intuition. It is not your higher guidance. So there is a need to know the difference. So Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the spirit world has your back. You are being supported. There is no reason to fear. Close the door and lock it. This is a sign, Pisces, that you're not going to repeat old cycles. If you have a fear that you're going to have another lesson or that you're going to repeat an old cycle, Spirit is saying, Pisces, leave the past in the past. You have officially ended a cycle. With close the door and lock it, if you just close the door, is there a chance that that door can be reopened? Either from your side or their side? But when you lock it, you're the one that's in control. You decide if you unlock it or if you leave it locked. So this is saying, Pisces, you can park it and move on. You don't have to revisit old lessons. You don't have to revisit past traumatic events. You can just leave it. Okay, close the door and lock it. It's a final end. This is the end. This is done. For some of you, there is the fear of repeating old lessons, or there is a fear of backtracking. And then we have intimidated. So Nine of Pentacles is clarified by intimidate. A lot of people are feeling intimidated by you and by your power, and you're out here worrying. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Again, this message is not going to resonate for all of you. This is why Spirit wants you to see it from the outside in. Because you're in the situation, you may not be able to detach yourself from the emotions or from the worries or the anxieties. But Spirit is looking at you from the outside in. And other people are also looking from the outside in, and they feel intimidated because you have a lot of power. But you're not seeing the greatness that they see in you, is what I'm getting here. Because you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Don't believe every thought you have. There's also a message with intimidated to not play it small. Some of you Pisces in the past, you may have been the peacekeeper. And you may have watered yourself down because you may have noticed people being jealous or being triggered or trying to one up you because they see your power. So instead of someone humbling you, you may have humbled yourself. Instead of someone telling you you are too much, you watered yourself down. So with intimidated Pisces, people see your power. You are keeping your power on a leash. It's almost like you're not letting it come through, you're not letting it shine. There may be a subconscious fear that you stepping into your power creates drama or creates some kind of chaos around you. So you may have been the peacekeeper by watering yourself down and not really embodying your light, not really shining in your power. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, it is time for this to change. A lot of people see your power and you see it too, but there's some kind of restraint. There's some kind of hesitation here. Yeah, the spirit world has your back. You don't have to worry. It's almost like Spirit is looking at something that already happened. And yeah, Six of Wands, Pisces, you did win, is what I'm getting here. It's like Spirit is looking back. So why is Pisces so worried? Nine of Swords in the reverse, if Pisces already won. Spirit is looking at something that already happened. Yeah, you're going to win, Pisces, but you don't have to make it so hard. With the Nine of Swords, take control of the situation and don't allow your mind to spiral or to think worst case scenario. It may be a strategy to plan for the worst and hope for the best, but this is no longer serving you because it's tuning into the energy of fear with the Nine of Swords. And if you're tuned into the energy of fear, you're not going to think about expanding. You're not going to think about growing. You're thinking about protecting. You're thinking about stabilizing. You're thinking about, yeah, all the things that could go wrong. This is where Spirit wants you to really shift your mindset. You don't have to fix your emotions. You don't have to fix your actions. As long as you gain control over your mind, that's going to take care of the rest, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, it's a domino effect. Spirit, clarify mentor for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about mentor? What do you want Pisces to know about mentor, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know? Here we have the Fool. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Pisces, I'm seeing two different sides of you. Just like that Nine of Pentacles and that Nine of Swords, it's like the positive side and the shadow side. And I'm seeing this again, literally. The Nine of Wands and the Fool. You see how open and carefree the Fool is and how guarded and protected the Nine of Wands is? It's like two different sides of you. There's this childlike side that is ready to take a leap of faith, that has belief, that has faith, that wants to move forward, that wants to try new things out. But then there's this other side of you that has been through the lessons, that has been through a lot of the battles and is scarred and wants to protect, wants to defend, wants to build all these walls or all these boundaries. So opposite energies, drastically different. And I'm seeing this as two different sides of you. The side that wants to protect you and the side that wants to move forward and try new things and explore. So we have the Knight of Wands and then we have the Knight of Swords. Again, the same kind of energy. One side of you is very free-spirited, very creative and passionate. And the other side of you wants to have routines, schedules, strategies, plans, wants to go tunnel vision and focus on results. She's focused on the process and playing and enjoying the process of it. The Knight of Swords is focused on the result. So two very different sides of you, the feminine and the masculine. And again, with the Fool and the Nine of Wands, I'm seeing that your energy is divided. Sometimes you're more tuned into your masculine, other times you're more tuned into your feminine. The way these energies are playing out in your life, how opposing they are, is 1 minute you get an idea and you're feeling super creative and super passionate and curious about this new path and excited and ready to move forward. But then your logic, your reasoning comes in and starts to assess the situation, starts to think of strategies, potential risks, and then Nine of Wands. This is when you become guarded or protective. This is when you kind of close your energy off. This one's very open and ready, and this one's closed off. So that's the two different sides that I'm seeing here. It's almost like you're in some kind of battle within yourself. I haven't channeled this message before, so I don't even know who I'm reading for, but I'm seeing this is you. This is not another person. These are two different sides of you playing out. And it's almost like they're not working together. They're at odds with each other. So you may want to take action and you're excited and inspired, and then your mind comes in and starts to think of all the risks and starts to think of all these technical things. And then it takes the fun away. And it's almost like this positive energy gets canceled out by this negative energy, and then nothing happens. So you may send a rocket of desire towards the things that you want, but then thinking of all the responsibilities or all the things that could go wrong is almost like they cancel each other out. So this very playful, excited energy, and then this very analytical, results-driven energy. This one that wants to enjoy the process and have fun with it, and this one that is results-driven. So the Fool and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, one of them is ready and open and wants to just take a leap of faith, and the other one is not open to that. So you may be going through a battle within yourself, Pisces. And with Mentor, Spirit is trying to come through your mind, is trying to come through your instincts or your gut feeling or your reflexes, because your body has reflexes. If you've gone through traumatic experiences, if you had many lessons in life, it's like the higher intelligence, the higher guidance can come in, but if your body or your mind begins to block it, then it's not going to do anything. So this is what I'm getting. It's almost like two opposing energies that are at odds with each other and they're canceling each other out. So the Fool and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, open and ready and closed off and guarded. Knight of Wands, wanting to enjoy the process, wanting to have fun, and then the Knight of Swords, results driven. So yeah, tell me more, Holy Spirit. I'm going to need to pull a few more messages for Mentor before I can clarify. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces in regards to Mentor? What do you want Pisces to know about Mentor? What do you want Pisces to know about Mentor, Holy Spirit? Attitude change, needing to see things from a different perspective and needing to approach things with a different energy. Once a snake, always a snake. This is more so connected to past energies and self-respect. You're not doing this alone, is what I just heard. I'm getting here, Pisces, that Spirit is on your side. You're not needing other people to assist you. You're not needing to trust in someone else. You're needing to trust yourself at this time. So I don't know for who that message is for, but with self-respect and attitude change, your energy or your perspective about something is going to change. It's going to be upgraded. And you're going to be able to see things from a different perspective. Okay, we did have the Hangman in the upright. You are receiving some kind of enlightening information that's going to shift your perception. And by shifting your perception, it's also going to change your attitude. So once a snake, always a snake. Some of you Pisces, there is a fear here of trusting the wrong people or making mistakes that are going to backtrack your progress. So if you're closed up, if you're feeling guarded or defensive, it's because you don't want to repeat an old lesson. You don't want to trust the wrong person because you've already built so much on your own. And to allow someone in that is not meant to be there can destroy everything you've already built. So there is a real fear here. So once a snake, always a snake. This energy, Pisces, of not trusting is manifesting into other areas of your life. Because this defensiveness or this closed offness is because you're not trying to repeat old lessons. but it's also blocking you off or closing you off from new opportunities because you're approaching new opportunities with the old energy. Yeah, self respect. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify, once a snake, always a snake. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know? Yeah, Five of Cups. You are trying to prevent a disappointment. You are trying to prevent a sadness or investing into the wrong people or investing into the wrong things. As you can see here, she's already poured four of her cups into this dry land. Nothing came from her pouring her cups. So there is a fear here that you're going to try or that you're going to do something and nothing's going to come from it. So it was some kind of loss or disappointment. This can also talk about grief. Okay, grieving something. Tell me more. Clarify, once a snake, always a snake. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Ace of Cups. Yeah, this is what I'm getting, Pisces. You have a lot on the line here. Yes, you have new opportunities. Yes, there's new beginnings, but there is a fear of reverting back to old ways, or there's a fear of going back to the same lessons that you already came from. See how we have the Five of Cups here? And then the Ace is a 1. This is a brand new beginning. This is a new chance. This is a new opportunity. So there's a fear here of backtracking. There's a fear here of making a mistake. And that's creating a lot of guardedness. Your energy, Pisces, may be coming off as closed off. You have two opposing energies going head to head with one another and are canceling each other out. So, yeah, there's a fear here of disappointment. Even though you have new opportunities and new beginning, there's a fear of making a mistake. With self-respect, there are certain things that you're not willing to do. There are certain lessons that you're not willing to repeat because you love yourself, because you've worked on yourself. Yeah, so attitude change. The way that you're going to approach something is going to change based on new information that you're about to receive. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Fool for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the Fool? What do you want Pisces to know about the Fool, Holy Spirit? Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have 10-10. This is a very good sign. With the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, this is a major arcana. This is a very good sign, Pisces, that the endeavors or the decisions that you're making at this time have divine favor. You are being divinely prioritized. Because the Fool is not a 1. The Fool is a 0. A 1 is a new beginning. It's starting out. A 0 gives you a chance to go from 0 to 100, where all possibilities are available to you. Change your attitude about your approach. Because if you are in an energy here of guardedness or defensiveness or trying to prevent disappointments, then it's going to change your actions. It's going to change the way that you move or the energy you put behind it. You're taking the lessons with you, but you're not bringing the emotional baggage with you. Whatever next steps you're being guided to take, Spirit is on your side. You are being divinely supported. This is not you doing it alone, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, self-respect and attitude change. You don't want to repeat old lessons. You respect yourself so much that you're not willing to put yourself in a position or in a situation where you don't know what's going to happen. But Spirit is saying, Pisces, with great risk comes great reward. With great power comes great responsibility. And you are being granted an upgrade, a level up, an Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning that's actually emotionally fulfilling. So 9 of Wands and the Fool. One side of you wants to take a leap of faith and wants to move forward and throw caution to the wind, and another side of you is very protective of yourself and is very guarded or maybe even a little bit defensive or has some kind of trust issues. One side of you wants to play and have fun and enjoy whatever it is that you're doing, and another side wants to guarantee that you're going to have results. So I'm seeing two opposite energies here. Yeah, this is beautiful because what I'm getting, Pisces, is some way, somehow it's going to work out for you because we had the 6 of Wands, but you're going through the process. So you may not see it from the outside in. And this is why you're in the moment. This is why you're worried, is what I'm getting here. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. I'm also getting a different message here. This may not resonate for all of you, so only apply this if it resonates. But I'm getting a message, Pisces, that there's a side of you that wants to do something completely new. And you may not have a lot of experience in this. You may not know exactly what the plan is, but there's a side of you that is being creative, that wants to have fun, that wants to explore, that wants to have an adventure. And then there's another side of you that is being resilient with the process, that wants to commit to something. It's almost like the energy here of responsibility or commitment or resilience. And then there's this other energy of wanting something new, wanting something completely different, wanting something more exciting. So I don't know for who this message is for, whether to commit and be resilient and finish what you start, or to do something completely new and different and exciting and adventurous. Okay, so I'm getting two opposite energies. There's a lot of information coming from these cards, so not everything's going to resonate for you. But with the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, by taking a leap of faith, by betting on yourself or taking a chance on yourself, is going to lead to a lot of abundance. It's going to lead to a lot of growth materially. But also, with the Wheel of Fortune, you have divine favor. When you do something, Pisces, that is not aligned, it may take more work, more effort, more lessons to get there. But when you do something that is aligned, it's a lot easier. So I'm getting here, you have divine support. Right now is a time to start something. Right now is a time to take the next step. You are getting the green light if you needed a confirmation to do something, because this is divine energy. In the reverse, it talks about going backwards, going counterclockwise. But in the upright, it's going clockwise, it's moving forward. Nine of Wands, determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. Don't give up now. You're almost there. As you round the corner towards success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient last stand. One final push to complete this task, and tomorrow's stunning light, you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests that you're making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may be inadvertently choosing the more difficult path because you believe on some level that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas you have about navigating specific lessons on your path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. The 9 is one step away from the 10. The 10 is the ending, the completion. So you're very, very close. It says here, I push beyond my own perceived limitations and I remain open and trusting as I do. Yeah, don't give up. The Fool. So for some of you, it's a decision of whether you should stay on the same path or whether you should embrace a new path. And I'm getting here with Spirit that there is a message where you can have two parallel paths, where you can continue doing one thing, but you can also start something new. It doesn't have to be this or that. Go big or go home, black or white. There's a way to make it work because we had the Two of Cups. Two paths are merging together. You are getting into alignment or into harmony within yourself. Whereas before, two choices may have pulled you in opposite directions. Now you can have parallel paths, okay? I don't know why that message is coming in. Maybe you thought that you had to quit something so that you could do something else. Or maybe you thought that you had to finish something before you could start something new. And I'm getting here, it doesn't have to be this or that. It doesn't have to be that drastic. You can align both paths. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. What is more important to you at this time? Is it more important for you to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing? Or is it more important for you to get results? Okay, because I'm getting here an energy of having to decide. You may already know how to get results with one energy, but you may not know if you can get results while still enjoying the process. Okay, so I'm getting some kind of division here. I don't feel that it has to be this or that. Maybe there's a way to merge both paths, but I'm getting that your approach about something or the energy behind it is changing. Okay, because it says here attitude change. New beginnings, potential adventures, enthusiasm, awakening, innocence, optimism. Every dream achieved begins with the seemingly foolish notion that there is something bigger out there, something greater to explore and to become. This childlike optimism comes from deep within your knowing, and it reminds you that you can achieve all the magical things you've been dreaming about. The journey of the soul begins with a single step, and you may find yourself on the edge of an epic journey. Turn towards your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the abyss is offering. You may not feel ready, you may not be ready, but there is magic in the air, and the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. Trust your intuition as you swan dive into the seat of potential. The affirmation is, I am ready for this adventure down my soul path. Yeah, so 9 of Wands and the Fool. Pisces, for some of you, is not a choice of if you do this, then you can't do that. Maybe it's a choice of aligning both things. For some of you, maybe you haven't made a decision because you think you have to give something else up or you have to sacrifice something. For example, if you're already working on a project and it's taking a lot of your time, energy, focus, and attention, you may not have that energy or focus to do something else. But maybe there is a way to manage both things. Or maybe the decision is to leave something in order to pursue something else. So I don't know what this is. It's going to be different things for different people. But Spirit is saying the mentorship, the guidance, the advice is coming through your crown chakra. It is coming through your intuition. Strategy and overthinking is not going to help you at this time. I'm getting here, this has to do with your faith, with your connection to the divine. Because if you believe in something, your actions are going to be very different than if you don't believe. So this is more internal, is what I'm getting here. Whether you stay on a specific path or whether you do something new, it's almost like there's some kind of division here, some kind of back and forth. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify lies. What do you want Pisces to know about lies? What do you want, Pisces? The Hangman. How many times have we had this card this week? This card has been showing up in every single reading, and now it's coming up in the upright. You are receiving some kind of information that's going to illuminate the lies. It's going to help you see things clearly, but it happens as you take a step back. It doesn't happen as you try to figure it out, as you try to overthink, as you put more attention on the problem. It happens when you remove your attention. Yeah, maybe you focus on something else. Maybe you take a day off. Maybe you do something fun. Maybe you do something creative. Okay, as you can see here, the light comes to her as she hangs upside down. So for some of you, the guidance is to do something outside of your routine or to do something outside of what you usually do. Because in this moment of flow, in this moment of non-resistance, the illumination, the answer is going to come to you. And it's going to illuminate the lies because this card is clarifying lies. Tell me more. Clarify lies for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about lies? 2 of Swords. Yeah, whatever kind of information is making you feel indecisive, or the lack of information that is making you feel indecisive, is keeping you at a crossroads. So the 2 of Swords, as you can see here, she can't make a decision. She can't move left or right because she can't see. But do you see the Hangman? The path has already been illuminated. She can see, he or she. So there's something here about not making a decision when you have a blindfold on, when you're confused, because this is a crossroads. A decision has to be made in order to get out of the 2 of Swords. Is it going to be left or right? Is it going to be up or down? Tell me more. Clarify lies, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about lies? Give me one more card. Clarify lies for Pisces. 2 of Cups in the reverse. We had it in the upright, and now it's in the reverse. We have 2, 2. 2 can either be a number of union, 2 and 2 coming together, or a number of separation, okay? Being at odds. Because the 2 of Cups in the upright, it's union, it's coming together, it's aligning. But in the reverse, it talks about a separation or not seeing eye to eye. Yeah, so Pisces, it's almost like trying to figure this out or trying to make a decision is putting too much pressure, or it's putting too much energy on the problem that's already there. There's no new information coming in because you're so focused on the decision itself that this is why we have the separation here. 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups in the reverse. As you allow the universe to take a step forward, whether you meditate, whether you take a day off, whether you get into flow, that is how the information is going to come to you. And this information is going to illuminate the lies. Maybe you believe that something had to be hard, or maybe you believe that you had to do something in a specific way. But it's limited information because you can't see with the blindfold. When blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move towards the light. And what do we have here? Darkness with the blindfold. And what do we have with the hangman? The light. Yeah, when you don't know what to do, you can trust yourself to move towards the light. Stalemate, a crossroads, making a difficult choice, opposing ideas or options. It goes back to the Fool in the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay, those are the opposing energies that you're battling within. That's what I'm getting here. Choosing the best route of action, memory, and thought. It says here, a difficult choice, confusion, the angst of the unknown, between a rock and a hard place, a fear of commitment. There may be a fear of committing to the wrong path. You know that feeling of not knowing? It's time to make a choice. And it may seem like you are between a rock and a hard place. If you can't decide which way to go, it's because you can't see the bigger picture yet. And that is illuminated with the hangman. This is how you can see the bigger picture, not with a blindfold over your eyes. The Two of Swords is whispering that you must move in one direction. Close your eyes and listen to your internal guidance system for your map. If your intuition has fallen unusually silent, it's asking you to trust yourself in your ability to discern and decide. Even in darkness, you already know the best way forward. When you act, the future will reveal itself, and it will help to move you towards your dream. Have faith that the universe is serving you the right experience. At the crossroads of duality, your analysis and overthinking will just get you buried in quicksand of a million possible endings. So find peace of mind by trusting your judgment. Pisces, I'm getting here the energy of a buildup. Something has been building up, and that big decision, that big moment is coming up. And with the Two of Cups in the reverse, there has been some kind of lack of harmony within yourself. Again, one side of you wanting to take a leap of faith, and another side of you wanting to protect and wanting to guard and wanting to really anchor in. Okay, just like that Nine of Pentacles is more closed off and more defensive, where the Fool is more open and more receptive, that's the opposing energies. That's the lack of harmony of the Two of Cups. So you are getting into alignment within yourself. It's not that something isn't happening, is that there is some kind of alignment that needs to happen within you. You need to marry both of these cups, bring them back into alignment and merge them, because right now they're at odds. Okay, between this Knight of Swords energy and between this Knight of Wands, two very different energies. Fool, and then the Nine of Wands, two very different energies, open and receptive, guarded and closed off. But clarify the hangman for Pisces. What is this information? What is this illumination coming to Pisces? Because what I'm getting here with the Two of Swords, right now you can't see the bigger picture. This is why you're struggling to make a decision. But with the hangman, the illumination, the light, the information comes in, and then that helps you make the decision, because now you can see. Now you know what's there. With the Two of Swords, there was some kind of darkness, and you don't know if it's left or right, up or down. The hangman, as the light comes in, the information comes in, and that creates the illumination. That opens up your eyes. Holy Spirit, clarify the hangman for Pisces. What is this truth? What is this information? What is this? No, Pisces, are you kidding me? We have all the twos here, except for one. We have the Two of Cups, we have the Two of Swords, now the Two of Pentacles. I think the only two we're missing is the Two of Wands. So we have 222. Some of you Pisces, you may be seeing 222. That may be one of your angel numbers, or that may be a sign or a synchronicity that you are ready for something. Okay, because we have 222. The hangman is clarified by the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. You are trying to do too many things at once, or you're juggling too many things. Tell me more. Clarify the hangman for Pisces. What is this truth? What is this information coming to Pisces? What is this information coming to Pisces, Holy Spirit? Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Emperor. There's still some work to be done here, because what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles is that some of you think that you have to wait for something, or some of you feel like you've been waiting, or like something has been delayed. But what I'm getting here from Spirit is that you're no longer waiting. Now Spirit is waiting on you, for you to be ready, for you to feel certain within yourself. Because with the Devil here, there's a fear of going back to old ways, or there's a fear of being pulled back into old lessons, or having people around you that are not there for the right reasons. They're trying to attach themselves or connect themselves to you. Okay, as you can see here, look at all these cords, all these attachments to that person. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Pisces, I'm going to go ahead and clarify this in the extended, because there's a lot of information coming in The Emperor talks about your foundation because the Four is all about your base, how strong you feel within yourself, how stable, how secure do you feel. And it is masculine energy. So this is a very good sign that you are indeed taking control of the situation, but there's some kind of energies here that need to be sorted first. You're doing too many things at once, or you're juggling too many responsibilities at once. And there will be a choice because we have 222. Yeah, the Hangman. Card number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 is the number of the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit. It's a number of alignment. Your mind, body, and spirit, or your mind, body, and soul coming into alignment. So that you're not being pulled in opposite directions, that your energy is moving in the same direction. Because if you move this way and then you make a decision that pulls you in this direction, it kind of just cancels out. So the 4 being the Emperor, you are entering your divine masculine energy and you're taking charge of the situation. The Emperor is not afraid of this double energy. The Emperor comes first. This is card number 4. This is card number 15. Pisces, I went a little bit over time. I'm going to go ahead and head over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that do resonate, the link is down below for the extended. We're going to look into the Hangman. What is this information? What is this illumination? We're also going to look into what you don't see coming. Spirit's final advice and guidance. The link is down below for the extended. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.